Welcome back, my assets viewers. This week, what we are going to see is that are in NRI planning to settle down India? Plan this in advance. This is what we are going to see. Why we are going to see this topic this point in time? Because we know that a lot of brain drain happened from India to abroad. Now it's going for a reverse brain drain. That means people are planning to come and settle down in India because there are a lot of abundant opportunities have been created in India. You know that startup systems or ecosystems are growing up. A lot of opportunity of job opportunities also is going up here, and you can able to get want to settle down all the infrastructure, whatever you like to have it, you are getting it. We have a lot of retirement homes. All that is bringing a more comfort to the people who have lived in abroad and add a different type of lifestyle. So whenever you are planning to come down to India, what is the main reason you have to come down? So you know that, you and me know that it's precisely the amount of the expenses going in, expenses increasing substantially in the overseas, especially in the Europe and US. All of a sudden the inflation has gone up after 10 lull years of that. Because of that, the cost has come substantially. You know that in the last 4-5 years of time, our medical cost in US or Europe has gone down beyond a point. And the whatever the support system you are getting in medical also, it's alarming. So you find that, assume you have some toothache, they want to go and meet a doctor. It's not easy. You need to get an appointment. It takes quite some time. Maybe you take a week or 10 days to that. Assume you have an heart problem. Also for that, you may have to take at least week, take an appointment. It may take 10-15 days time. So whereas you compare in India, you know that if you have any problem with that medical attention, you get it. If you are affordable, you can get any medical attention any point in time. Even if you are not affordable, still you have a lot of government hospital to go and check and get a treatment on that. So the medical front in India has become heaven because the lot of the support system have increased substantially at a better cost when you compare to those. Though the people who earn in India probably they feel the pinch of the medical cost. As you earned in abroad and are trying to come and settle down in India, the cost definitely doesn't pinch you. So that is one reason, medical reason is that people want to migrate. Second is that cost of living. Though when you stopped working, you are not getting a check for a survival of on a monthly basis. What will happen? You have to spell out from your corpus which has been created. When you try to shell out, what will happen? Because of the inflation cost of living, being in India, and because I always be doing my work period also, if I want to spend $100 or $2, immediately will convert into INR and then think, because you need to spend 16,000 rupees for buying this. As you are buying a bag for $200, you immediately think that it is 16,000, 17,000. Do I need to buy for worth of $70,000? So automatically people always convert in INR and then try to evaluate the purchase price. The moment you retire, what will happen? You want to spend, immediately mind calculates. Oh, this is only in India, it will be one thali, it will be only 200 rupees. I am paying a thali here 10 times. Automatically, these will put an hindrance. So, when you try to migrate to India, whatever the corpus you build there, that seriously will support you to sustain for the rest of the period. And a third and important point is that you've gone away from our country because you want to earn more money. By the time when you come back, because at a later stage of your life, you feel the importance of building relationship with your friends and relatives. So you feel that if you are after retirement, your circle could have become very, very tiny, because some people could have migrated, some people migrated to another place where it is cheaper. So definitely that is another point, that you want to live within your own community, you want to come back. These three valid points are pulling a lot of Indians to come. This survey says that, I'll read out the numbers, probably it will be throw more light to you. No, we are 30 years back or 35 years back, I think the Pankaj Udha's song used to be there, Chitti Aayi. So in that he used to say that there is a rice is available for India to consume, please come back. So that is what you are singing that point in time. Now people don't need to sing, because without that people don't understand the importance of that, they are migrating back to India. Now from the people who have settled in Australia, that 80% of the Indians want to come back to India. Whereas similarly in Singapore, it's also close to 80%. In US, it's close to around 75%, UK 70%, and 63% of the Indians living in Canada want to come back to India. You know that the people are living in Gulf for a longer period of time, they are coming back because they don't get a citizenship. Apart from that, which has been recently introduced in Gulf countries, UAE especially, the golden visa has been given. When you retire at 60, probably every 10 years time you can renew your visa. It's not possible for everybody. So for a certain class of employed only, you have an eligibility to get a golden visa. That clearly shows that you need to come back at certain point in time in India. Now the European countries or US also, they are planning to come back to India. So before you are coming to India, you need to plan up at least in three in advance. You need to decide which part of India I want to settle down. So if you are being a Tamilian, you are coming this point of time, Normally, people who have an inclination towards settle down in Coimbatore, because Coimbatore is little far better climatic conditions. People like, because it doesn't, it has a facility of a city like Chennai, but still the traffic and other substantially has been reduced when compared to Chennai. So you need to decide the place where you want to go into settle down. You are coming from the other part of India, want to settle down, you need to decide the place where you are going to. Why you have to decide the place I am going to settle down? Is the main primary criteria is this: your cost of living which decides how much of corpus you need to create. For example, you want to settle down in tier 2, tier 3 city, your corpus can be brought down substantially. Now, for example, we will take a small calculation and see that how it has been done. Assume somebody you are coming at the age of 50, now want to settle down, your monthly expense is going to be 50,000. You will think that you can be able to survive till 85. You need to have at least 1.8 crore. Now you are coming at 55, your monthly corpus outgo is going to be 60,000 rupees per month. You need to have 2.1 crore as your corpus. You are coming at 60, your monthly outgo is going to be 65. You need to have a corpus of 2.29 crore. Over the period, you could have noticed that when you are coming at 50, your corpus is 1.7. When you are coming at 60, your corpus is going to 2.29 crore. Why it is so? Because the standard of living could have been enhanced over a period of time. You live 30-40 years of time in overseas, the style of your living, standard of living could have been substantially higher. To maintain the same standard of living, you need to have a higher retirement corpus. So one, if you decide the place where you are going to settle down, you know the retirement corpus, how much you need to have. If you are planning to settle down in India, you need to have a medical policy. In India now, people are offering medical policy 25 lakhs, 50 lakhs up to 1 crore. So you can decide what type of your family history, and accordingly you can buy a health insurance policy and settle down here. Assume you are planning to settle down in India in 2027, I suggest you to buy a health insurance policy during your next visit. Why? Because if you have any pre-existing ailments, if you buy a policy, it will have 3 years, you will not have a coverage. It says that pre-existing coverage will start after 3 years of the premium paid. So that means if you have an existing ailments, if you come, then the moment you transfer to India or you settle down in India, probably you have adequate health insurance coverage. And the third point that you need to keep in mind is that you need to have this corpus, whatever you build, this has to be sustained till 80-85. At least this corpus should earn 1% over and above the inflation and post-tax. If you have such a corpus, this corpus will sustain you for over a period of time. This is only for survival. If you want to visit places, you want to visit temples, or you want to take vacations, you need to create a separate corpus for that also. Then that is why that can able to also be taken care. So when you want to plan to come down India, you cannot plan last minute, because one of our customer 2-3 years back, he decided, we spoke to us and they said, I want to settle down, what we have to do. We discussed at certain point in time. So he decided that I need to have a house. So then he said, what is the corpus with which you need to buy a house? But he said that his standard of living has gone up substantially because his cadre has gone over the years of time. So he bought property somewhere around 4.5 to 5 crore worth of property. Now he has adequate money. He started to transfer to India now gradually. So when he come, he will have a sizable corpus to sustain. So with this, if you do plan well in advance, 2-3 years in advance to your migration from overseas to India, the things will become pretty well for you. So if you are traveling, please follow these 3 important points. One is about the medical, one is about the location where you want to settle down, and to create a good adequate corpus before you migrate to India. This is Suresh Parthasarathy, certified financial planner, founder, mindset consultant. If you are the first time to my channel, please subscribe. If any of your relatives are in abroad, they are planning to come back to India after 5-10 years of time, also do share this video to them. It will be useful to you. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to have any such a videos for your like, please put it in the comment box. We'll try to do some videos on that. This is Suresh Parthasarathy signing off once again. Bye.